14 of the most insane bugs in Minecraft Bedrock Edition that Mojang has not fixed. You can try these out in your Minecraft worlds. Some of them are seriously overpowered, and others are just bizarre. This video will show you how to make the most powerful item twice as useful, and how to randomly teleport across your world without even trying. This is one of the most legitimately insane bugs I've seen on Bedrock recently, but if you have pistons, like in a cobblestone generator, activating, those pistons will teleport the player up to thousands of blocks away. You just have to be below the level that the pistons are at, and then if you wait a couple of seconds, they'll literally just teleport you for no reason. As you can see, we are now 1,000 blocks away. This is a brand new world, so there is no tomfoolery, and this command block right here is just to break that cobblestone, so there is nothing that would teleport the player. It's legitimately just these pistons activating, which is so weird. Okay, I know we're in the middle of a video about crazy bugs, but these pistons are currently being powered, which means that they should push this cobblestone, but the cobblestone wasn't even there. There's a new infinite experience glitch that was just added to Minecraft Bedrock Edition. If you break skulk blocks with a silk touch hoe, you're gonna get a little bit of experience and the skulk block as well, meaning you can just pick up the block, place it back down, and get some more experience from it. If you break about a stack of skulk blocks, you'll get about 5.5 levels of experience. Sadly, this doesn't work with any of the other skulk blocks, so you can't get a ton of experience from it, but you can still get a little bit, and it's worth carrying around a stack of skulk blocks so that you have enough experience to mend your elytra every now and again. This next bug is literally just torture, but if you go through a nether portal and then you switch into spectator mode before you leave that portal, the portal animation just continues forever. As you can see, we're not at a portal, but it's just non-stop nausea effects. Okay, I actually kind of like how stupid this one is. You can't beat Bug Rock Edition when it comes to the bugs, now can ya? Beautiful, beautiful bugs. Oh man. Did you know that enchanted golden apples have a secret? This is one of the most powerful items in Minecraft, and if you eat it, that's going to give you an additional 8 golden hearts. But if you lose those, then they're gone forever. As you can see, we've lost them, but we still have the absorption 4 effect. This means that if we eat just a regular golden apple, the kind that you can craft, we'll actually get those 8 golden hearts back immediately. This is basically like eating another free enchanted apple, because it gives you those 8 additional hearts, which is really useful for PvP and fighting withers. The only way to cheat the system is to use a golden apple. There's a really weird and useful bug with shields. If your shield is about to die, you can actually fully repair it for free just by putting a villager banner on it. As you can see, that gives us a brand new shield. This does not work with regular banners or banners that you put your own pattern on, but if you use a pillager banner, bam, brand new shield. However, if you have enchantments on your shield, that's actually going to remove the enchantments. This is still really useful because, like, who puts enchantments on their shields anyway? Also, yeah, Bedrock finally has banner shields. This was added a couple updates ago. This bug is useful for builders and griefers. If you have a Fire Aspect 1 or 2 book, you can actually light candles with that, and you can even light TNT and TNT minecarts with the Fire Aspect book directly. No more need for TNT or Fire Aspect swords. And you heard me right, if you have Fire Aspect on your sword, you can still use that to light candles and TNT. This is actually legitimately useful for so many different things. Or if you're just building with a lot of candles, now you don't need to keep a flint and steel in your inventory. Or honestly, if you're playing on an anarchy server, now you can just use your sword. You're welcome. I'm your one-stop shop for building and griefing. Did you know that you can use clocks, compasses, and recovery compasses for free in Minecraft? Well, you can. This allows you to see what time of day it is, where your world spawn is, and where you last died as well. All you need is a crafting table, and if you just search for a clock, for example, of course, this clock right here doesn't work, but if you click on it, this clock over here actually does. As you can see, it tells us that it's night, and if we change it to daytime real quick, then as you can see, now it says it's daytime. You can also get the compass and recovery compass to work for free. So all you need to do is click on the recovery compass. This is actually going to point to where you last died, which is over there for me. And if we click on that again, as you can see, it's changed. And this compass right here also works. So that's pointing directly at world spawn, and it will change direction if we move around. There you go. You never have to craft a compass or a recovery compass ever again. This might be useful for decoration, but if you have any of the deep slate light redstone, it doesn't actually turn off. So when you click on it or stand on it, it activates and lights up kind of like that, but it'll never turn off. The regular redstone ore does actually turn off after a short little while, and this stuff is actually a light source as well, so it's a pretty decent decoration option. You would think that spectators are immune to everything in Minecraft, right? Well, that's wrong. If we go into spectator mode, we're still going to get pushed around by this slime block, which is the weirdest thing, and basically any moving block is going to move around the spectator, which, might I add, is really annoying for tree farm designing. Water is totally broken in this update. It doesn't prevent fall damage for hostile mobs. As you can see, those two zombies are gonna die. Well, those two didn't, but anyway, these two creepers are gonna die if they fall in the water. It was literally just working! Okay, I literally just dropped like 30 mobs in there and they all died. What is your problem? Okay, so it's pretty inconsistent, but it does happen. Like, it's a real thing. Those two creepers who just died in there, if I drop a bunch of other guys in there, they might die or they might survive. Incredibly inconsistent, so this might be ruining the rates of your mob farm, and this can also affect your pets as well. So if your pet is falling into water, it might still die. It doesn't matter if it's water sources or flowing water. And remember, peeps, no amount of dog armor can protect your dog from bug rock. Possibly the most game-breaking glitch in this entire video, but the pitcher plant only gives you 1 cyan dye on Bedrock Edition, whereas it gives you 2 on Java. It is just absolutely game-breaking and unplayable. We need to revolt. The implications of this bug will be felt for generations to come. Nothing will ever be the same after this. I got a secret message for you guys, and you can only see it if you look through a candle, because sign text is visible through candles. Oh yeah, you can ignore the sign. The bugs was important here. It's technically visible through slime blocks as well, which actually looks kind of cool. You could use this for building. And you could also use it for subscribing. This is basically the same bug between banners and sign text, where they render in front of absolutely everything, and it does not follow the laws of physics, but it looks pretty interesting. This is a pretty interesting find with a laze. If you have a double carpet and then a block above it and your lay is in there, they will not pathfind. They're basically stuck in there forever. As you can see, all these guys have a block, and if we throw that on the ground, then they're gonna look at it, but they're never going to actually leave that area. So now you can have a display allay, and you can display your allays. Even if you fly far away from them, then they're not going to follow you. Just make sure you don't go through a nether portal within 20 blocks of your allays, otherwise they're gonna teleport to you. There's a really big bug with villagers that you might have noticed. Sometimes when you have a villager that's leveled up, say to the master level, for example, it can actually change professions. So this librarian villager might turn into an armorer, but he would stay a master level. This can ruin certain villagers in your trading hall, and there's not really a good way to get around it, especially with these big villager changes that are coming up. You should be stockpiling items anyway. If you enjoyed the video, then drop a like, share it around, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.